Good evening, everybody. I'm Big Show, Thaddeus. This is my beautiful wife, Tamara. Some people, very few people call her Mrs. Big Show. But here we are. Let's run the show.
Welcome back.
It's sure enough good to see you.
So we have been having a conversation back and forth about where we're going to begin the conversation. And as you can tell, one, we've had to change the venue because we're in New Orleans. If you didn't know, it is hot in New Orleans in June. It's hot in New Orleans in April, and actually through like the first week of November. So the porch is behind us. We're close to the porch. We're porch adjacent, but we are inside at the table in the air conditioning.
I mean, we pay for it.
Yes, I like to enjoy the air conditioning that has been paid for. So we're going to tell you a little bit about the beginnings of Sheaux Fresh, and it's really pre-Sheaux Fresh.
Where it all started from. It's nice to be unoriginal, to like to fight it all. I left that part out on purpose. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I don't even know what that song was. I'm just, feeling the vibes.
Man, that's New Edition.
Sorry.
Think of something on your own. It's where it all started from.
We kind of have to go back to our beginnings. We met in college. I came here from the Philadelphia suburbs to get a degree and
I like the
got
Philly Jones.
a bonus husband with my degree. And so we got married and moved to New York about, I'd say like 8 or 9 months after we got married. We left New Orleans. So boom, we show up to New York. I'm 37 weeks pregnant. We've got a U-Haul. We've got his car towed behind the U-Haul. And we come to our house that's got friends of ours from New Orleans living there. We move into the apartment upstairs. And Thaddeus immediately notices that there is basically the remains of a garden, a really nice sized garden. We had a huge yard. The garden was in the smallest part of the yard, actually.
Crazy piece of property, though. It's not like anything anybody I know grew up. We had a cliff at the end of our front yard.
Yeah, New Orleans is flat.
We had a
New York is not.
winding driveway behind our house that led to our driveway.
Yeah, we had a staircase, like a stone staircase from the front yard down to the sidewalk, like a whole staircase. But the garden was up there, and Thad jumped in there and started making it do something.
Man, I was pulling all kinds of rocks and stones out of that soil, trying to make it, do what I needed it to do, for how I understood food should grow.
And he had corn, tomatoes.
Man, that was some ugly corn.
Yeah, the corn, it was crazy, but it was good. And then on the other side of the yard, because there was a whole other side, you could have put a whole house over there. There was a little, like a flower bed garden, but he planted green beans over there.
No, I planted cucumbers over there.
Oh, okay.
And I was in this period where I was like making pickles. I had met this Albanian woman at this restaurant. I ended up getting some work in, and she was, a kind of naturalist type, but understood food, and she taught me how to make. She taught me my first pickle recipe, which is kind of similar to what Sheaux Fresh does.
You did, though, call your dad and get him to send you a book of pickling, because you said your dad used to pickle stuff, too. He sent you some kind of book he had.
I don't remember.
Is this the same lady who taught you how to make yogurt?
This lady taught me how to make yogurt, yeah.
Yeah, we were doing a lot in New York.
I mentioned that there were some lean times, and the garden kind of really provided for my family. The work I was putting in outside was actually yielding something. In the beginning, it felt like I was spending not a lot of money, but in the beginning, when stuff's tight and whatever, I was like, man, I'm buying seeds and plants, and I was like, man, you don't know. I guess I knew, but you don't know. But things came. There were cucumbers, there were green beans, there were beets, there were
tomatoes. We had peas, I think. Did we have little peas?
Butternut squash. I grew a bunch of butternut squash, and
did we have carrot? Yeah, we had carrots in this rocky soil. One carrot came up looking just like this. It looked like a fist.
A lot of them carrots didn't look so great.
But the thing was, so I was a stay-at-home mom. We had a brand new little baby. Like, she was born 3 weeks after we got there. And so, we're cooking this food. We're trying to freeze what we can. Dad learned how to make pickles, because some things you don't freeze, like cucumbers. I was making baby food. Whatever we had, I would take the food, cook it.
So many pickles.
She did. But she also, before she could eat that, I'm blending stuff, the peas or the green beans or the carrots and the squash, making baby food, putting it in the little plastic ice cube trays just to freeze it and save it. And so she really got like, this is before YouTube and all the social media stuff, but
My baby ate that
she was
that
having
homegrown
organic homemade baby
artisan
food.
produced.
Yes, small batch.
Yes.
Yes. And so that was really a blessing to us as a new couple who had determined that we didn't want her, if possible, to not go to, care outside of the home.
I think
And I was breastfeeding too, so I needed my own nourishment, and that was very helpful.
I think about in my youth and how I was. I probably would have just spent my money and bought whatever was at the store if it wasn't tight. And not saying that I appreciated being so lean times, but I think that led us to doing our best and probably proved to be better than what we would have done. So,
I think so.
we give thanks.
Good parenting. And
I got you, baby.
with that, I think we're going to wrap up this segment. But one thing we want to let you know is we got this gardening from somewhere. And I say we because I also garden.
I thought you were French.
No, I'm just in Louisiana. But thank you for checking out the Sheaux Fresh YouTube channel. And tune in for the next show because we're going to talk about how our parents garden.
All started from
Ambler and algae. Hey, hey, hey.
It's nice to be unoriginal. Good night.
Bye. Thank you.